Alright, hey all, test, test, test. We are live again. Been a little bit. Life's just been busy, but it's been good. But getting an Agricola game in here. Got a very good table. We got Zach, Kubert, and Oath of Grolub. The turn order looks reasonably favorable to me at least, which is cool. I see a mole plow, which is pretty good. I'm not that high on mole plow. 3 wood and a food is reasonably expensive, and having to play it in round 9 or later and then trying to get use out of it, like, honestly, you can get like 2 fields out of this, which is pretty good. You can sometimes get 3 fields out of it, but I think it's actually one of the weaker plows, honestly, so I'm not 100% sure I take it here. But, I mean, what else might take? Honestly, newly plowed field, I actually am a big fan of. This is just a free field. This is probably just better than mole plow, actually. I like clubhouse, I like mining hammer a good amount, and I don't hate hutch. Awkwise. Plumber allows some early fast renos, which is fun. But a lot of the rest of these, I don't care for much. This is a weak pack. I guess Pet Broker is fine too. Like, being able to keep sheep on your ox is reasonable, but God, if as a first pick, like, it's not what I guess I could first pick Plumber and hope to hit combos. Sure, let's claim. Does that actually make sense to first pick Plumber when there's no support on the wheel? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna settle for a first pick Pet Broker. I'm really not. This is not the pack I wanted to come back to Agricola with. Like, what is this? What is this pack? I'll take the newly plowed field. I assume mole plow goes. So yeah, I'm gonna get mining hammer, clubhouse, or hutch on the wheel. I'm possibly taking consultant on the wheel here and doing stuff with sheep. I'm very, very not content with this. But hey, you know, whatever. We're gonna play and see what happens. All right. This pack has better cards by a lot. These cards are actually good. Cultivator, quite good. Animal Teacher, quite good. Also, Animal Teacher with Pet Brokers, kind of, well, yeah, you get free sheep. You keep sheep, breed sheep. It's nice. Stable Planner, reasonably good. Butler is occasionally okay. Cultivator with newly plowed field. Whoops, I was moving my mouse around. I don't actually want that. I also see Milk Jug. I love Milk Jug. Lots of food is good. I think this has to be Take Milk Jug, honestly. The other cards are, like, fine. Oh, Young Animal Market. I don't have a room to breed them, but I was going to say Animal Teacher lets me potentially breed cows with Animal Market pretty fast, which is also cool. But I'm going to Milk Jug this. It's probably take Animal Teacher anyhow. The Cultivator's nice. It does combo with the newly plowed field, but like, well, and Wooden Food is good. Is Cultivator better here than the Animal Teacher? Gosh, I'm kind of a fan of this cute little Animal Teacher Pet Broker thing. But am I leaning too hard into a first pick Pet Broker? Gosh, Animal Teacher's so good. If Tutor comes back, Animal Teacher's happy. If Cultivator comes back, I'm happy. If Stable Planner comes back, I'm happy enough. And then, actually, Potato Planner's pretty good too. Like, just playing Ox is good. We're playing Draft 9. Animal Teacher has to be good. Hey, there's more good cards. Surprise. Horse-drawn boat. Ooh. So now we're being offered the ability to, like, spam Ox early into horse-drawn boat shenanigans. We also see a lumber mill, which I'm a big fan of. Dwelling plan is here for somebody to do super fast renos. Skillful Renovator is very tempting as a way to generate wood. A lot of these games can get pretty wood tight. I think I almost certainly take Skillful Renovator here. I think Sowing Director is also like fine. Getting free sow actions is cool, but it's not clear when I'm plowing and when I have crops yet. It's not really my hand or game plan, whereas like doing stuff with animals and then renovating, getting wood, holding animals, all of that seems good. Lumber Mill means that I open RSF, but this is a hand where I'm supposed to actually freaking be awking early, probably, if I take Horse-Drawn Boat. I don't have to go for Horse-Drawn Boat, but I think Horse-Drawn Boat is worth going for. I think we play some ox that generate a lot of food and sheep early. And then we try to build a room and grow and do good things from there. Possibly build a pair of stables when we build a room. It's pretty wood intensive, but a pair of stables here would let us breed another type of animals before fencing, and our fences might come a bit late with what we're planning. Tree Inspector is a private wood spot that eventually disappears. That's not great. Material Delivery Man is not likely to trigger a hell of a lot. But these other cards... Oh, wait, I was going to say, these other cards are bad, but Journeyman Bricklayer is fine, right? Playing a card that just gives me 2 stone, like, I probably don't get any other stone from it, but a 2 stone Ock off Animal Teacher, like, I get an animal and 2 stone. That's a fine enough action. I don't want Foreign Aid with this hand at all. Field Clay, I'm not going to have planted fields. Pellet Press is an expensive way to turn reed into food. So this is probably just take Threshing Board because it's a wood to a point. Yeah, I think this is just a wood to a point. This hand also like really wants a fireplace and then a hearth, so that's a little awkward. I probably open this game Ock Animal Teacher, take 2 clay, hope to build an early fireplace. Yeah, that looks pretty likely. Try to get some early breeding sheep going with the pet broker, have good food, try to use that food for efficiency gain, still try to fight for rooms. We'll see how it goes. The foreign aid makes this plan actually a little worse now that I think about it, because the foreign aid means that somebody else is going to have a lot of stuff. Maybe I don't open Ock. I probably don't need to rush Horse-Drawn Boat that fast. I probably still just take RSF, but then I do take 2 clicks and need a fireplace. We'll have to keep seeing how this hand turns around. Wow, we get Clubhouse back and Hutch back. Interesting. Nobody took the Plumber either. I don't think I want Plumber still, though. It doesn't actually look like a Plumber game. Clubhouse coming back surprising me. Clubhouse is very good. Getting trickles of food plus a stone plus a point? That's a good deal. I mean, Hutch is a pretty good deal too, but a wood and a reed is more expensive than 2 clay. Not that they've seen a ton of clay injection, I guess. Oh, wow, I forgot that this guy can breed extra animals. Wow, wait a sec. Each round that does not end with a harvest. That's not that many rounds is the problem. I technically could open this game, though. Like, I could try to open this game Animal Teacher, Pet Broker, Pure Breeder, and then have, like, breeding sheep in round 3 and round 5, 6, 8, 10, but, like... This is kind of overkill on sheep, right? Especially with Horse-Drawn Boat and Milk Jug. I have so much food potential in this hand. I don't need to rush it. And I can just take Consultant here. I think I just take Consultant here. I could take Stonebuyer also, but I don't really care about Stonebuyer. I already have extra stone with Journeyman Bricklayer. Gonzo! Holy smoke, 4-month streak. Thanks so much for the sub, and indeed it's been a while. We just haven't timed out well and all that other stuff, right? But, Thanks so much for the sub and welcome. WBC was a blast. And I've been back for a little while, streaming a little here and there, but life's just been busy in a lot of ways. We still got to get that Lord of the Rings stream scheduled. I got to talk to you about that. I finally have time to really think, and I should focus on that. Anyhow, this is potentially a tutor, but the awkward part about tutor always is when do you actually play the tutor compared to all the others? And I also could take a card that just gives me a grain. And I kind of, don't have a grain yet. And being able to just ock a grain with an animal is potentially just better than a tutor, which is kind of wild. But I think the answer is yes. I just hate the tempo on tutor. I just never know when I actually want to play tutor compared to any of these cards. So I'm going to say no, I don't need tutor with this hand. New Market's okay, Fishing Net's okay, Chicken Coop's okay. A lot of okay cards. I'm generally a fan of the trickles of food off Chicken Coop, but I already have trickles with Clubhouse and stuff, which is already some expense. I think this is supposed to be Fishing Net, or it could be New Market, but Agricola is starting to hit a critical mass of strong players. It's definitely getting there. There's a lot more strong players, which is nice. Anyhow, I am going to take this Fishing Net, I think. I don't know when I'm actually playing it, but it's fine here. Um, yeah, I think the Fishing Net's fine here. New Market's also just kind of expensive. Wood and a clay is annoying. Wood and a clay is annoying. Oh, whoops. I never sent out stream notifications through my usual channels here. Whoops, that's bad. Thanks for finding me, Gonzo, but I realized I didn't tell other people I'm live. Okay. Oh boy, they gave me District Manager back. I'm always tempted by messing around with District Manager, but I think I'm supposed to take Sewing Director. Sewing Director giving you a couple sew actions is totally fine. Like, in the end game, this happens all the time, and now I can take a sew action, potentially. That's fine. Food chest, a wood to 2 food is fine, but I don't know if I need food. Oh, calcium fertilizers, too. I tend to like this. No field tiles. Each time you use a quarry space, you can add extra goods into planted fields. It always seems exciting, but I probably am not actually taking quarry that much, nor am I going to have planted crops. So it might be correct to just have a reno action in my hand available. I'm going to claim having a reno action in hand available with Skillful Renovator is good. That's what we're going to go with. This looks alright. This hand looks alright. I have some fun stuff. I don't think I'm opening Auk anymore. I do think... I think this hand wants me to play Animal Teacher and Pet Broker before the first harvest, and then try to play another Auk and like be growing with Horse-Drawn Boat. But I think that's going to be fast enough setting up the like extra food. I don't think I need to like first action it here, especially when I can just take RSF, which makes me happy. I'm probably taking 2 clay on the wheel. We have a Field Watchman. What did we pass a Field Watchman? The good news is I don't actually think I passed a Field Watchman a heck of a lot, so that's encouraging. It also suggests that Zach doesn't start player on me in the early game, so I like all of that. It also means that there's slightly more resource action spaces and slightly more Auk action spaces because Zach will be doing other things. So it also means it's slightly easier to plow. Oh, I did pass Cultivator. Zach almost certainly took Cultivator, though. He probably plays Cultivator in round 2. That is pretty good for field watching. Getting trickles of food and wood is decent. All right, 3 wood got taken by Cubert. That could be a start player. We have a Trap Builder. I don't think Trap Builder's that great either, but hey, if somebody else wants to be day laboring and further juicing the board, hell yeah. I'm still going to go for this fireplace, I think, or should I just save for a hearth this game? Maybe I should just try for a hearth here. Yeah, actually, just trying for a hearth is probably cleaner. No, I really want a fireplace. It just, oh god, it's so scary when Major Minor flips. If Major Minor flips late, this is going to be kind of unfortunate, but Zach Grain plows, which is expected. Cubert, I think, is going to start with something, but no, it just takes wood. Okay, so I get to stay start player, probably. This is probably just day labor. You played a card, use a card. I mean, if they start, that's fine too. Okay, it is start. I don't totally agree with playing Trap Builder, not just instantly using it, but clay supply. Oh boy, the 2 clay looks even more dubious because there's a hidden clay supply to know about. Please flip. Oh, it does flip. The game is nice to me. The game is nice to me. I at least get the improvement here I want. I'm gonna take RSF if I get it. If I don't get RSF, I probably free Ock the animal trader. But I do just get RSF, and I will just take it. That's fine. Charcoal burner. Pretty weak, but I mean, at least Major Minor already flipped. But yeah, I don't. Obviously, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of that. I'm thrilled to just get another RSF early. No problem. Zach does play Cultivator, as expected. Cubert is getting 2 read, and if he's childless, he's the happiest man. Gordon! Welcome. Hello. Good seeing you. We have a fun little start here. I'm obviously just building the fireplace. Just building fireplace. Next round, just take some wood. Start playing our ox, actually, I guess. We still want to get these breeding animals going. The goal is to get the breeding sheep going and to get wood for a room. The wood for stables is a stretch goal that really can be hit or not hit. We'll be fine either way. This is pretty dang good. Keebert takes more wood. That's fine. I'm opening next round with 3 wood. One of the 3 wood spaces is really my priority next round. As much fun as another RSF is, I think it's actually distraction for this hand. I don't really need it. Freeok is also really good here if I think I get 3 wood back. Wow, I don't get Freeok. What is this player doing? This player just likes playing Ox and doesn't understand other things. Oh, okay. They do have a day labor combo at least. Although, well, they get a grain plus these other things. I mean, it's a fun day labor combo, but I'm not convinced it's actually good enough. Alright, I'm just gonna take room parts and then see what comes back. If 3 wood comes back, cool. If... Ooh, Zach starts. Why? Oh, a beer keg. Okay, well, that's obnoxious. That's obnoxious. 4 clay for Cubert, though. Okay, day labor for purple. They need food. Yeah, so I get 3 wood back, though. I mean, alright, you know, whatever. I'm not getting my breeding sheep going early like I dreamed of, but also I'm just... Well, and Cubert's still building the first room. But... yeah, this is still fine. I still could get breeding sheep going, actually, too. I could Ock Pet Broker into Consultant and skip the Animal Trader, but that feels wrong. Probably supposed to go Animal Trader and then Pet Broker. Oh, does that still breed sheep, actually, next round? I can't remember if Animal Teacher works immediately on itself. That's such a weird ruling to revised. On the bright side, there's no way to interact with Cubert building first room. Yeah. I mean, again, my opening's still like totally fine here. I'm unconvinced about what purple's done in this opening. This charcoal burner in particular feels superfluous. Like when you're setting up these other combos, you already have a ton of food. So charcoal burner is just super slow trickles of wood, which is just very underwhelming. Also, like everybody's setting up such good food. The food in this game is insane, actually. Like these sheep are gonna like there's no food pressure in this game because of these day labor actions and because Zach is feeding off of grain. Does Zach have a straw thatched roof? Did I pass a straw thatched roof? I don't remember. That's scary. Tough to complain about 6 wood after 2 RSFs with fireplace. Correct. I mean, look, like, that's what I mean. My opening's still, like, totally good here. I have, like, everything I actually want. I get free Ock finally, which is also what I want. Like, does Animal Teacher instantly give this sheep? Because that also... Oh, it does. Okay, well then, this is also pretty fantastic if I get Ock back, which I probably do. This is clearly so. This is something. This is food. This could be Ock. Oh, it can't be Ock because of food. I get Ock back. So this is actually pretty slick because since I get Ock back... Because I get occupation back, I get to play pet broker and breed sheep this harvest. Hubert is going to get 6 wood, so that's gross. Wow, and a harvest house. That's actually a crazy start. That's a pretty crazy start from Hubert. Like, already got the resources for first room and harvest house and 6 wood. Ock costs money. I understand that, Gordon. But even if Ock costs food, I can still pull this off, right? I absolutely can breed sheep. Pet broker comes with a sheep. Animal teacher says I get a sheep. So I can eat 1 sheep and still breed. Right? Am I crazy about this? Tell me why this doesn't work. I get a sheep from pet broker. I get a sheep from animal trader. I eat the sheep from animal trader. And then we breed a sheep. See? This absolutely works. You're lying to me, Gordon. Lying to me. Boom. I do get to breed sheep. I am leaving Hubert 6 wood because I'm a nice guy, but you thought this was the other card that held sheep. Ah, no. This is Pet Broker. Pet Broker comes with a sheep, and then Animal Teacher gives me a sheep also. So we still pulled off our stretch goal. We're breeding sheep in stage 1, and we're going to have second room. The only problem is, we gave Hubert 6 wood, but... things. Oh, no, purple has second room. Duh, I forgot purple built their fireplace to feed. Never mind. Purple does have second. But whatever. Whatever, this is fine. This is still cool. This is still pretty slick that we're breeding sheep. We have good resources. Zach almost has to have a straw thatched roof. I don't remember seeing a straw thatched roof, but it's probably a straw thatched roof. Zach is also beer kegging points already. 2-point beer keg. It's a little scary, but, whatever. Growth does not flip yet. That's fine by me. I probably take 5 clay just because it's a big stack. Yeah, I just take 5 clay because it's a big stack. Hubert takes 6 wood. Purple builds. I take 5 clay. Then I take food. I don't even know what I do after this, to be honest. But yeah, purple gets next room, so I'm a little behind in the growth queue, but I have excellent feeding to make up for it, and this whatever. This is still okay. Zach is taking RSF, which is an encouraging sign that he doesn't have a straw thatched roof. 3 sheep worth considering? Oh, for sure. It's just like there's so much food in the game, right? There's 5 food action spaces that like nobody really cares about. Like Zach carried 4 food and like he paid for a harvest, but he has this beer keg food. He has points. Like he has cultivator stuff. Like Hubert needs food, admittedly, so he's taking 5 food eventually. This guy like needs food, but prefers the day labor his food, right? Day labor is like so good for purple that they're not taking. I guess they could take sheep, but I honestly don't really care if they take sheep. Like I can ock something. I can ock the consultant for food. And I can later play horse-drawn boat. Like, this is not going to be a food problem game for me. I'm eventually going to play a clubhouse and a milk jug. Like, this is just never a food problem game. I don't think. I mean, maybe it eventually does. Like, 3 sheep is inherently not a bad action. It's just, like, I literally think I can greed more food this game. I think I can get 6 food actions relatively easy all over the place. So I think I accelerate my game in other ways. Hubert is not fighting for first growth. That's interesting and scary. If I'm Hubert, I think I start player there. It's really unfortunate when the person after you can fight for growth. But purple also not fighting for growth. That sucks. That sucks. You hate to see when the people with early rooms aren't fighting hard for growth when I would fight hard for growth. I would have built and start playered if I was allowed to. Um, so a little bit of unfortunate stuff here. Does Kubert have the free growth with extra rooms thing? Gosh, family friendly home? He could. That would be kind of scary too, I guess. Although I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, family friendly home. It is possible he has that. He might be awking and then trying to get 2 read and then start playing family friendly home, but yeah, it's unfortunate to see them not fighting for growth. Start player here really doesn't matter unless I think I can start player, like unless I think I can start into start build. But like I probably should just take the freaking sheep and be content enough to have food forever. Yeah, I think that is the action, but this is not what I wanted to see. I wanted them to fight for growth. I did not want them to just be buddy buddy. Not good for me. Not good for me. It is late growth. That might actually be okay for me. I'm gonna get good resource piles in the wake of stuff happening here. Yeah, this feels okay. I have super efficient feeding. I'm gonna get good resource grabs. Could be a lot worse. Baseboards, ew, you hate to see that. Adding extra wood to the game. Boo. Although it cost him a grain. I'm assuming he has another grain source because that's really expensive otherwise. Kubert does need food. He's going to need to take 6 food on the wheel. Purple probably should just take 4 wood here. I'm certainly snapping 4 wood. I guess I'm taking a stack. I'm taking 6 clay or 4 wood. What am I doing with 6 clay? Honestly, don't really know. But I'm just taking it because it's a stack. And then I build. I have to build this round. But I hope to get 6 wood next round. I hope that nobody touches this 3 wood space. I guess somebody probably does, but I hope they don't. Zach will take RSF for 2 read. Kubert is taking food, so we just have to hope purple doesn't want 3 wood. Which, uncertain. But I'm just going to snap stacks. Because again, I'm boring and lame like that. Zach can't build. Kubert building stables makes no sense. He has stable planner. Purple building stables. Oh god, does purple build 2 stables here? And does that change things? It's a little annoying actually. Purple's trap builder makes it a little uncertain. They might build 2 stables. I'll claim I survive if they do that, but definitely is a teensy bit annoying. Because it does mean that purple would probably get 6 wood if they do that. Although I guess I take 3 wood if they do that. Hubert takes food as expected. What is purple up to? Are they going to day labor? Are they going to take 3 wood? Are they going to build stables? Annoyingly, stables actually looks... Okay, wow, okay, they don't, though. Fantastic, good. They do day labor. That's the answer I wanted. That's the answer that gets me 6 wood. I think they're actually supposed to build stables here, annoyingly. I think building stables for purple buys them the 6 wood action and gets them breeding space for these pigs they're generating, but... it does look like they're probably going to start player baseboards also, so actually there's just like so much wood in the game, but I'm still happy to get a 6 wood action. I do need to start thinking about plowing eventually, but really the goal of this game has to just be to get a lot of wood and fence fast. Zizak and the Return of the Big Country. Yeah, that'd be scary. I guess Zizak could take 3 wood here. Zizak might take 3 wood actually too, which would be annoying. Zizak's best move might be 3 wood though, denying me 6. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, that's fine. It's sad, but it's fine. I still get 4 wood. I would kind of like 3 reed actually, because all this clay probably should be a clay room. Yeah, actually 3 reed looks really good too, but I gotta take 4 wood. I definitely want to be able to fence fast. So I need to take good wood actions. Yeah, I definitely need good wood actions. I'm not that interested in playing horse-drawn boat anymore. I think horse-drawn boat is mostly good to inject like lots of extra food in the game, but there's already tons of food in the game and it's late growth, so like you don't need that much food. The 3 stone also mostly looks like a distraction to me. I don't really need it. So I think this is just take 4 wood and then hopefully take 3 reed. Otherwise, skillful renovator. Baseboards does get played, so we're injecting even more wood into the game. I mean, I can also play this and inject more wood into the game. Purple decides not to play that card. Interesting. Or they just aren't sure they should pay. Oh, they paid 2 food for it and they want to pay a grain for it because they have so much grain. Okay, that's fine. I will also be playing baseboards, so we have a game that just has stupid amounts of wood. So, I mean, actually, maybe 3 reed is better in a game that has stupid amounts of wood. Although it's late growth, building the room doesn't really matter. Screw it, screw it, screw it. Ignore that. Just do this. I mean, the 3 reed almost never comes back. Zach has to build this round, probably. Well, no, Zach could try to take 3 reed and then take more wood and double build. In which case I should not pass him baseboards if I can avoid it. Zach's going to take the 3 stone though. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. The 3 reed. Oh, no. Cubert's going to just take huge piles of food. That makes sense. All right. 3 reeds almost made it to us. Purple might take it and try to build another wood room on us. And then whatever. Then I'll Ox Skillful Renovator. Or I take RSF and then I Ox Skillful Renovator and I reno to the well someday. Although Zach probably takes the well. I don't know. We'll see. 3 reed would be nice here because it's a good way to use all the clay. I guess I should just build a pottery with all this clay. Maybe I'll use up the clay though. Plain clubhouse, plain milk jug, renovating, and then a room. Ugh, that's a perfect amount. Anyhow, Gonzo, you played Terra Mystica for the first time in a while. Had a nice one with Swarmlings. Congrats. That's awesome. How do I feel about the extra scoring tiles? I like the extra scoring tiles. I think they're pretty cool. I don't think the game like needs them, but they're kind of fun and they somewhat help promote more economic style plays. It promotes building stuff generally, which I think is good. The game. I think the game is more fun, right? When people are like forced to try to like build things and earn points rather than Swarmlings can do their kind of low footprint, hardly interactive type stuff. Purple does find the 3 reed. That's unfortunate because that definitely was preferable. I guess I'm supposed to take 3 wood because otherwise I'm giving to Zach 6 wood. Zach will build here, right? I mean, if Zach doesn't build, I get 6 wood, so that'd be pretty sweet. I guess I could build 2 stables here. Once again, going with the theory. Well, no, then Zach takes 3 wood and I don't get 6 wood. I'm probably just take 3 wood. I said I want to take lots of wood. I could just take RSF though, and then play Skillful Renovator soon. That's all important. No, the wood. I should be setting up to breed animals. I should be setting up to breed animals fast. That's a very good line for me. Yeah, just keep taking wood. I have great food. I need wood. All this other room shenanigans, all this other stuff is complete distractions. The Skillful Renovator is not even that necessary if I just get good wood grabs. Taking wood leans into where my game is strong. Yeah, exactly. Like if I can fence fast, I am very well off here. Like, fast fencing. Yeah, fast fencing's very good for me. So I'm not sure. I probably am supposed to just play baseboards and pass it to Zazak and add a stupid amount of wood to this game. Like, the baseboards is also very good for me because it accelerates how quickly I can fence. I just, I just kind of hate baseboards in cards like this that add so much resource injection. But again, that's revised. Resource injection is just what revised is. But yeah, it's probably just start player baseboards, grow next round with Clubhouse, which that Clubhouse is pretty late, but it's fine. Or I just grow with Milk Jug. The newly plowed field is gonna take a while. I definitely need to start plowing, although shifting cultivation getting passed to me is good news. That makes it easier to plow and easier to start player in the late game, and start player in the late game is probably pretty good here. So I'm very happy to see that. I think I'm passing the baseboards around. I mean, starting with 4 wood is just like the strongest thing that can happen here for me. So we'll spin that baseboards around for everybody and just try to fence real damn fast. I'd be happy to take 3 wood on the wheel. Wow, Cubert wants sheep badly. That's very interesting in a game that has so much food and stuff in it. I'm actually pretty surprised by that, but does not actually impact me. I will happily take 3 wood here. I would take RSF pretty happily otherwise. But 3 wood here is great. Just let me fence, and then I'll start playing some of these other ox for more animals off the animal teacher. We'll eventually plow some fields. And we'll eventually reno or build some improvements. I mean, at this point, I'm eventually trying to build a pottery. I don't know. I mean, the one thing about taking all these clay grubs is like my opponents don't have good clay. The reno pressure is high because of it. But wow, purple's gonna fence 8 or something just for this. Okay, whatever. It was great to meet and play against you at WBC. Grick round 2. How did the rest of my week go? You spent most of the week learning and playing 1846. Dang, nice. Yeah, it was awesome meeting you and awesome playing. All right, sorry. I take 3 wood here, right? I just fence 15 now. Next round, like we just fence fast. Yeah, the skillful renovator dies, or we still play skillful renovator for stables. I don't know, but anyhow, my week was great. Like WBC is a great time. I had a really enjoyable week. Results wise, I didn't really get what I hoped for. Um, that's a good part of. That's a decent bit of just not making the right plays. A good amount of not getting lucky though too. Like I had a lot of bad breaks, but I certainly could have played better in a lot of games too. So I mean, whatever. Um, but I mean, ultimately, whatever. Being too results focused, makes things all sad and stuff. And the broader idea of just playing games for 9 days with a bunch of friends and meeting new people, making new friends, reconnecting with old friends, connecting with friends that I only knew previously through like Discord and stuff. It was excellent. It's still a fantastic convention. I loved my experience. Played a lot of games. For people that care, I did write up a WBC report on BGG. That's out there somewhere. I can try to find the link in a sec. Um, I'm gonna grow with Clubhouse for 2 clay. Yeah, that's gotta be right. Well, God, or is the milk jug better? Nah, this is a point and 4 food. I can still maybe play the milk jug. I don't know. I don't have that many actions this game, obviously, but I'm gonna fence already this round, so can't be that bad. I am curious why purple took 3 read. That's still gonna make me a little sad. That 3 read was so good for me that round. And it's not clear what purple's doing with it, but anyhow, yeah, my only like final table at WBC, my only laurels at WBC were in Through the Ages, where I took second. I've been reviewing that game with AJ, hoping to get a video out on that soon. Because we played it through the app, so there is a replay available. And so we're doing a really deep dive on it, which is great. I mean, I'm definitely seeing some stuff I didn't live, and AJ's been pointing out some great stuff. I mean, AJ is like one of the best Through the Ages players, and he definitely has some great insights on like quite a few like small little mistakes I was making. Where I kept, losing some win chances. So like, I still probably should have won that game anyhow, but I definitely should have won the game if I just didn't mess up. Cubert is playing a Seducer. I often argue that Seducer is not anywhere near as strong as it seems like it is, but that's why he took the sheep so aggressively. But again, I am pretty unimpressed by this Seducer. Everything that, like, this Seducer is costing him so much, right? He's spending a lot on this Seducer. I guess he has a winter caretaker so he can get the veg back, but like he still doesn't have a long-term feeding plan. He isn't breeding sheep anymore. He has no stone, no grain. Like, I mean, he has a family member though. Like, it's probably pretty good, but I think Seducer is much more underwhelming than it seems at first. I think I'm supposed to fence 15. There might be a pair of boars next round. It's not clear purple wants them. I want to do animal teacher stuff where I buy cows while I play ox. So this just got to be good. It's round 9 and I at least have full fences. I'm barely fed here, but I am fed, so that's also good. And yeah. Anyhow, yeah, so WBC was like a really good time. I just didn't quite have the results I wanted. I made it to 9 semifinals and I only made it to 1 final. So that part is just kind of what sucks. Like, I think a realistic view of most of those semifinals I was at is that I should be better than the field. So like you'd expect me to win more than 25% of the time at those semifinal tables, and instead my semifinal percentage was I made 1 final table, and that was the 3-player game. So like I feel like my expected value of finals tables was like 2.5, and I made 1. So that's unfortunate. Also, I probably should have made a couple quarterfinals. I didn't. Like I lost a couple Azul games that felt pretty close, but I lost them by a little to strong players. I lost a Stone Age heat to a strong player in a coin flip scenario. I lost a Ticket to Ride heat to a guy who played well in a coin flip scenario. Which look, these things happen, but yeah, it was unfortunate. Cubert builds a hearth, which makes sense, but he's gonna eat his sheep. He can't even use Winter Caretaker at the moment, but maybe he takes food to be able to. I don't know. Purple's starting to plow, which is good to see. I mean, the plow pressure is present, although somebody has a mole plow. Somebody has a mole plow still in this draft, and I don't know who it is, but it's looking like it's probably Cubert. So that's going to be good for him also, actually. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good for him. I'm hoping to get the 2 cows. Zach didn't have to start because nobody else can build a room. That's kind of wild. So I get to stay start player, though. So I do open next round with 2 pigs. That's going to be very nice for me, unless Cubert takes 1 pig here, which would be annoying, but like mildly reasonable. Cubert does need the food. Yeah, actually, this is kind of annoying. Cubert's best move might be a single cow or single boar, which is, God, it is. Well, that's a bad break. Sigh. All right. Oh well. I open next round 3 read. All right, wait a sec. Maybe 3 read is fine though. 3 read does let me reno and then build, and nobody else is building. Nobody else is building another room. All right, this is actually totally fine then. This is fine. Things are okay. Opening 3 read is actually very good for me too. I open 3 read, I renovate with like milk jug, and then I can build a room. So that seems pretty good. And then admittedly, I'm not getting Skillful Renovator out that way, but I probably just let Skillful Renovator die. It's fine. I'm just going to play these other Ox. Skillful Renovator's not needed here. I don't need any more wood this game. I need literally 0 more wood for any reason. But yeah, 3 reed, skillful renovate, or 3 reed, renovate with milk jug. All that looks quite nice. All right, we have just enough food to get through this harvest. That part's good too. Yeah, our food situation is actually a little sketchville, but we'll get it fixed. We'll get it fixed with this milk jug plan. 3 reed, reno milk jug, build a room. Round after that, we can grow again. We do need to plow pretty aggressively in the end game, but we have a shifting cultivation in hand. We have a newly plowed field in hand. So like we really only need to get 2 plow actions off the board. We eventually want to renovate to stone, but like that's gonna be pretty easy to do off of like an RSF and playing a journeyman bricklayer. So like we'll end in a 4-room stone house with 4 family members, good breeding animals, decent fields. Our crops are gonna kind of suck, but it's a late growth game. What can you do? You can take 3 reed, I'll tell you that. That's one thing you can do. Cows do not flip, so that's a little bit sad. But yeah, this 3 reed looks clean. If purple gets 4 wood, they could build a wood room, so that's a bit annoying. But I think Hubert takes 4 wood here, or well, actually, Zach takes 4 wood here. Duh. Okay, glorious, perfect, fantastic. Zach's game's looking pretty gross here still. Having the well and having this beer keg, that's just gonna keep. Oh, he didn't beer keg for points this harvest. That makes sense. He needs to plant all the grain again, but he's still gonna have like a 8 or 10 point beer keg, which is pretty scary still. Like Zach's game is also very clean. He has his farm almost done. He's gonna fence. I mean, I can maybe deny him a few animals, but Zach might just be winning. Everybody's game looks pretty good, except I'm a little underwhelmed by Purple's. I mean, Purple has breeding boars going and has this day labor button, but buttons aren't that good in late growth. And Purple just doesn't have great resources. I mean, I guess he doesn't need great resources. He can renovate. The Reno queue is kind of gross. I really actually want to renovate here. Annoyingly, Purple could Reno block me this round. That would be for a bit annoying. Hubert takes 2 sheep again aggressively. That's a little annoying. Like, apparently there is food pressure in this game because of the silly Seducer. This is, again, part of why I don't like Seducer. Hubert had already breeding sheep, and then he had to throw one away, and now he's just using the action that he got from Seducer to play it back. He had to eat a pig that he, kind of annoyingly. He doesn't have a grain anymore. He's eventually going to have to use one of his actions on that. But whatever. Whatever. 3 stone. All right, that's fine. I will renovate. As discussed, I don't need the skillful renovator. It's fine. Nobody else is building a room, so we get to just grow in round 11 at least. Nobody fighting for the grow in round 11 is nice. This milk jug at least allows us to take a cow next round and like largely feed ourselves. I mean, we'd have to eat the cow, but a lumber mill for Zach. Yeah, that's a bit gross. That's a good card. That's a good card. Zach has good points and has full fence pieces. Don't like it. I don't actually have to build this round. I could build next round, but I very much need to build and grow. I really want the 2 pigs, but not sure I get them. I wouldn't mind being able to ock and get cows going. Would not mind ocking and getting cows going. Is that... I probably should just build here. I should start plowing eventually too. Purple's being good about plowing. So is this ock or build? There's no way anybody else is building in front of me. But do I want to have build pressure? No, I don't necessarily need to ock. I need to build. I want to take the pigs next round, but Hubert might start player for the pigs because he's too damn hungry. I have no idea. If Hubert consistently blocks me from getting pigs, it's going to be an unfortunate break from Team Seducer. Yeah, and he is going to start player for them because he gets a stable at the start of the round. Gosh, it's... Oh, no, he's playing a mole plow. He should plow to open then. but still might have to take the pigs because he's very hungry. He has no food. Admittedly, I don't have a lot of food either, so I can't entirely claim, that I'm being safe here, but I also don't have a lot to grow with here. I just realized that. I maybe should have renovated with a hearth and grown with milk jug. I actually that's actually maybe a pretty big mistake on my part. A hearth would actually be very handy here for me, and it's just not clear I have time to play one this game, but I could have played it on Reno, and it's not clear what I'm growing with. We're still hoping that we're going to get 2 pigs here. Like, there's going to be 6 wood on the board currently, and there's going to be a plow action, but unclear what's going to happen. Lumen with the big raid. Welcome. Hopefully your game went well. Thanks much for the raid, buddy. I only watched a tiny part of your game today because I've been busy with stuff, but looked like your game was in a decent spot around round 6, but hard to know for sure. All right. What is happening? Does Cubert want 6 wood? Does Cubert want 2 pigs? Does Cubert want plow? We really want the 2 pigs. We want Cubert to not pick them, but Cubert's food looks rough, so I think he unfortunately is probably opening the 2 pigs. You got the W in the end, not as clean as you hoped. Gotcha. Well, glad that it worked at least. Cubert is indicating he's opening 6 wood, which is good news for me. That's very good news for me. That means that I am getting pigs, I think. My animal teacher seems fun. It should be fun, except it's been very late, right? But the animal teacher pet broker was cute, but everything since then's, been less so, but... Alright, we should get 2 pigs. Purple does not need 2 pigs, but we'll see what purple decides. Well, we should get the pigs breeding here. We should be able to take the pigs and then I guess take a cow and then grow, and then we'll next round finally awk and get another cow. I don't know. Stone clearing from purple. Why did purple take 3 stone earlier then? This is so much stone. Too much stone. More stone than's needed. Anyhow, yeah, cattle market feeds me because of milk jug. Not plowing yet's bad. Again, growing with Nada is bad. I definitely was supposed to rent a hearth, but too many passing miners in this set, in your opinion? I do think Revised has too many passing miners in general, and then, yeah, this draft has a lot at the moment, so... Cubert wheels plow. That's definitely nice for him. I'm being very slow on these plows. I really should grow with shifting cultivation, but I don't have the food for it. Well, do I have the food for shifting cultivation? I have the food for shifting cultivation if I eat the cow. Is eating the cow correct because I could just get it back with Animal Teacher? Purple going for BMW? Purple went for Stone Oven on Reno, and then they're going to Reno again with this. So actually, that makes enough sense. They don't have extra stone because they wanted the Stone Oven, and then that's what they used all their grain for. But not getting their crops in the ground is sad. But did you miss the reveal of why Zizak is a Grainiac? Yeah, it's Beer Keg. Zizak wants all this grain for Beer Keg. Each harvest, he wants to consume 3 grain for 2 points and 3 food. So that's he's a Grainiac because of that. All right, I am gonna take this cow. I'm gonna take this cow, and I am gonna grow a shifting cultivation by eating the cow, and then I will animal teacher the cows back into existence. It's gotta be better to grow with shifting cultivation. I need to get these cards played. I eventually want to play newly plowed field. So it's just gotta be better to focus on doing that. So yeah. Inflation been hitting the booze prices. Somebody else takes the 1 cow, in your opinion? Consultant solves feeding and comes with a cow. Only if somebody actually takes cattle market, Gordon. Who's taking cattle market this round? I'm very unconvinced somebody was taking single cow, but maybe. I guess both Zach and Cubert had an action left. I'm less convinced than you, though, that that was going to happen. But But yeah, I mean, playing consultant there still maybe was better, but I think this is still fine. Like, yeah, I have to eat the cow, but like, is it really that different than me taking a cow eventually anyhow? Like, I'm not convinced that this was better or worse. I mean, I guess given that Cubert just took double bottom feeding, Cubert probably takes the cow, although it's, I mean, the bottom feeding's equal to the cow at least, so you don't know how Cubert's feeding. Yeah, I mean, it turns out a lot of bottom feeding. Again, everybody, Seducer. It's easy to overvalue Seducer. I think Cubert's game would be better if he just pretended he didn't have Seducer in hand. If he just never played Seducer, I don't think these Seducer actions have actually benefited him. He's had to take single pig, he's had to take bottom feeding because of Seducer, and he's still missing his grain from Seducer. He had to take sheep again because he couldn't breed sheep. He's still out a stone on the Seducer. Like, bleh. Screw Seducer. Not entirely screw Seducer. Occasionally it works, but it's just so easy for Seducer to be a trap. Zizak's already at 28 points, by the way, and he's about to beer keg, so Zizak looks very much winning here. But, you know, it's late growth. He had a field watchman. 5-turn Seducer would have been fine since it's late growth. I mean, to be clear, he got 5 actions out of Seducer, but I just still think it's not that good. Like, he just never had great feeding, and it led him to take actions to set up Seducer, and now it's led him to take a lot of actions to pay for Seducer. Oh, turn 5. I see. If he had just, you're saying he should have just never gone for a room. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, round 5 Seducer. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Round 5 Seducer is actually like a really interesting argument. But yeah. Anyhow, purple does hit growth, so that's very good for them. I definitely take plow here. There's like almost nothing else that I actually care about. Zizak will possibly start player on me, but I gotta take this plow. Gotta take this plow. The one acceptable way to play it, in your opinion, is to get it out round 5. Fair enough. Zizak, unfortunately, does have nothing better to do than start player on me, so that's a bit of a bummer. But we live. We'll live. We'll do what we can. But yeah, not ideal here. I do want an RSF action, and then I probably Ock Journeyman Bricklayer so that I can at least get in the Reno queue, because the Reno queue is gross. Absolutely gross. I guess I could just take 2 read. 2 read allows a fishing net play to still happen at some point, and it's not clear what the extra stone does, although the food is kind of nice. Oh, and I do have a stone still coming from Clubhouse. So it could still be a really late pottery or something. If I wanted Zach not to SP, I should have left the cows. I know, that's fair. I could have. That's an argument, I guess. An argument is that I leave, but I mean that's a bad like that's not actually better. Like Zach was always start player, and it's just what was happening. Leaving Zach cows is even worse than the alternative. So like whatever. We just accept that we were last. That's just how it goes. Ideally, we get a plow next round, but that's probably not happening. Cubert's definitely plow sowing, so then it comes down to what purple's doing. So I might want to start player for plow sow, I guess. Yeah, probably. I want to start player for plow sow in 13. So if I do want to start player... Oh, I can start player dwelling plan. The Reno queue doesn't actually exist. There's a dwelling plan. Oh, boy, team. There's not actually a Reno queue. Okay. There's not actually a Reno queue. I forgot about that nonsense. I mean, I don't know if I really want a dwelling plan on start player, but I certainly could just fishing net on start player. Maybe Reno a hearth, actually, still. The hearth upgrade still is worthwhile. Okay, so I am going to take 2 read so that I can play a fishing net. I don't really think I have time to worry about pottery or BMW or joinery this game. So then the follow-up is to try to get crops, try to get a couple ox play to get the animals breeding. End with like a mid-40s. Maybe end with mid-40s. Not even guaranteed from this position, but probably I could get to mid-40s. Purple settles for more wood, which is what they need. That's fair. What was I doing? I said lots of things. I wanted this to read. Yeah. Wants to read. Then we're going to Ock the Journeyman Bricklayer so that we can actually... Oh, hey, I forgot. Journeyman Bricklayer is going to give me more stone eventually, too. So I still could maybe later get, like, a pottery or joinery or something anyhow. Ock Scythe Worker seems reasonable. Scythe Worker definitely comes at some point, but the next move is Journeyman Bricklayer Ock. Then the Scythe Worker Ock is going to come. We're definitely buying cows while we Ock, which is going to be pretty food intensive, so I still am not opposed to some more food. But the continued milk jug clubhouse trickles are just good news at least. You mentioned 13? Yeah. Ocking Scythe Worker in 13 for sure. Taking veg at this round actually is pretty good too. There is veg pressure, right? Oh no, there's really no veg pressure. Everybody has a veg. Okay, I mean, somebody still might take one, but I probably should just Ock next move here. I need to Ock. It opens up Reno or veg for me to be good. Purple is going to get some crops in the ground now. That's good. If I could have greeted 3 reed, 5 clay to build was actually pretty good. Oh, yeah, just go for a 5th room. Yeah, that's a good call, Gray. 5th room was pretty good option here, but now it's too late. I've already left that station. It doesn't make the Reno timing trickier because I have a dwelling plan. So I could have... Building the room's actually quite good because even if I don't grow into it until round 14, I could absolutely have played... I could have... My last action of the game could have been family growth with dwelling plan to Reno to stone. And to let everybody else think there was Reno pressure. I need to wait to get to stone. I mean, that's fine. Building the room was totally fine. I could have greeted the 3... I could have taken this 5 clay and tried to greed 3 reed. It would have been pretty reasonable. That line is actually quite good. But I didn't go for it, and I think it's too late now. But I do like that thought. That thought's pretty cool. I mean, I guess I still could consider it. It just involves an extra RSF action and an extra build action. It's probably too much now. I probably should just focus on what I'm doing, but... Just more that can go wrong? A little bit, but what can go wrong? There's not a lot that can go wrong. It's actually like quite a robust plan. The main thing that can go wrong about taking 5 clay is the 3 reed doesn't actually happen. And the 3 reed not actually happening is very possible. Wow, nobody actually renoed. Nobody renovated, but I don't actually need reno. Alright, fine. I take this veg anyhow. Take the veg anyhow. Make you all think more about your life choices. I really would like to plow next round. Is purple's first action plow? Unknown. Am I supposed to start player anyhow because Zach will just start player in my face? Unknown. Unknown. There's also going to be 6 wood available. But I don't know who even cares. There is reno pressure. Cubert should probably be renovating here. Cubert definitely needs to open plow sow though. So I mean maybe take a grain? I don't know. I don't know. Not that far from a stone room. If I take RSF, I am 3 stone short. Yeah, not that far from a stone room. That's true. I could take RSF 3 stone, build the stone room. 5 clay rooms versus 4 stone rooms is maybe a wash anyhow, presumably 5. Gonzo, again, the big reason that this doesn't matter, as long as I get the 5th clay room, things are fine. Because, like, I always get to reno to stone. I never end the game with 5 clay rooms. Because with dwelling planned in hand, I'm not getting blocked. But 3 actions for 6 points to build the room and grow. I mean, that sounds pretty good, actually, doesn't it? I'm probably going to run out of things to do with actions. Like, my farm's kind of close to done. I mean, I really need plows. I need plows pretty badly, but I really need one plow badly, and then I can newly plow field, the last one. So, which is why I want plow here pretty bad. But yeah, we'll see. How's it 6 points? It's a room plus grow. He's counting the grow action in there. Although, actually, wait a sec. You're counting the grow. Wait, so it's 4 actions for 6 points. It's 4 actions though. I have to take RSF plus stone. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It is 4 actions. I still need to take RSF plus stone plus build plus grow. Oh, the grow action is free because I have to play newly plowed anyhow. Yeah. Okay, I see. We're discounting it because I'm playing newly plowed field regardless. But playing newly plowed field on family growth is 3 points better than the alternative. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, I do get plow here. Well, that's convenient. I mean, Zach might just start playing my face again, but I got a plow here. Does Zach start playing my face? I don't know what Zach. Zach has no resources, and Zach actually like wants to renovate. Maybe. I guess renovating's pretty crummy for Zach. Maybe he does just start playing my face again, unfortunately. But I can't pass plow here. Do I have to plow? Is plow better than just starting for plow? So I feel like it is. I mean, I guess I don't have to plow. Maybe just start player for plow so is still cleaner. It is kind of scary if Zach start players on me. It's really annoying. But Plowso's not that good for me. Like, Plow might just be better than starting for Plowso, because then I do just set up for building and growing. And, like, if I plow here, part of the problem with Plowso is that, like, if I'm starting for Plowso, well, I could still start the dwelling plan and then still leave open the shenanigans. Hmm. Am I supposed to go for this stone room nonsense? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't care about a stone room? And I just go back to the previous plans? Because food is actually still a little problematic? It's not that problematic, but... Gosh, I don't know, team. I don't know how to end this game. I have too many possible paths, and I don't actually know what's best. I guess the other question is what actually wins. Zach is who I have to stop, and... Yeah, building's tough, and there's stable. There's concerns about stables from other players. I think I'm not building. I think I'm not building. I think I'm just plowing here. I think I have slight food problems. Zach's not starting anyhow, so I mean, I will 100% start player if I'm allowed to. Okay, I'm not allowed to, but I was gonna say I definitely would start player now, but Gardner's knife for Cubert is nice. That's slick. I will renovate. Well, no, I won't renovate now. Why would I renovate now? I want to block Zach's reno. That's the real dream. Zach is definitely setting up to renovate. I don't want to allow that. What do I want to do now, though, huh? I guess, wait a sec. Wait a sec. I can now take clay, build, grow? Clay, build, grow, newly plowed field. I need somebody to take the cow to feed, and then I'm not breeding cows. I might get Plasso anyhow. I don't think so. Am I supposed to build and grow this round? Am I supposed to take 7 clay, build... Well, I guess I don't have to grow this round. I definitely have to build this round, but I don't have to grow this round. So I take clay, I build, and I ock. Clay, build, ock. Reed? I know that I need more reed, but how is that a problem? What else am I supposed to be doing this game? I don't understand how this is an issue. I don't think that's actually a problem, right? My last round can be like, okay, yeah, let's press this dumb think button. But I take clay, I build, I ock. That's what I do this round. Next round, I have 4 actions. One of those actions is take reed. One of those actions is grow dwelling plan reno. Well, wait, I still need to play newly plowed field. Okay, that's a little more annoying. And then still ock. It's okay. It's reasonable. It gets me an extra room and it gets me a guaranteed growth. If I don't do those things, what am I doing? I renovate this round. I still might get a plow action. I can block Zazak on family growth without. That might be more important. I also might be able to block Zazak's Reno if I don't mess around. All of that sounds better. So let's go back to not building another room. Also, I need food. It might be correct for me to renovate Hearth. Anyhow, I would like the Reno Q to be annoying to Zazak, but it's not clear Zazak actually gets Reno block. Well, I can't block Zazak on Reno and on growth. Yeah, I can't block Zazak on Reno and on growth. Yeah. Also, who is taking my cow? Somebody take the cow. Cubert fencing so late also feels like that was probably a mistake. Like Cubert's had great wood like all game, and he's the last defense. This is once again where I'm going to claim the Seducer was probably a trap, but it's all right. I fell for Seducer plenty often too. It seems exciting. Seducer's like, hey, you get a family growth. That sounds incredible. Growing your family's so good. It's just the temp on it all sucks. You have to gather a bunch of crap. But oh well. Doesn't look like we're competing with Zach. I think that's probably correct ultimately. I think Zach has this game won. This beer keg is a problem. Like Zach is still gonna get 4 more points on beer keg, so that takes him to 41. Renovating takes him to 45. He has 2 other actions. I'm gonna be lucky to make low 40s by the end of this probably. I have a pretty good second place here, I think. But yeah, I think Zach has this game won. I think just good old field watchman, beer keg stuff in late growth turned out to be pretty dang good. My game plan, what went wrong with it? I mean, I just couldn't like grow early enough, but even then, what else went wrong with it? Well, could have had earlier breeding boar. That didn't really change things a lot though, actually. I still got them pretty early. What else? I mean, I grew 3rd. I certainly would have liked to grow a little faster, but yeah, it's possible nothing really went wrong here. I mean, maybe I'm supposed to chase slightly more ceiling early. Like, I have very few offboard points, which is always a concern. It's always a slightly hard way to win. I never did get to play and use Skillful Renovator though. Like the game turned stupidly wood rich because of that baseboards getting passed around. It's curious if the baseboards actually was like the baseboards did let me fence earlier, and fencing earlier was always part of my game plan, but I don't know. It's also possible that, you know, sometimes you just don't win, especially when, you know, I had to first pick a pet broker and Zizak, you know, first picked a field watchman, you know, an actually good card. So hard to get ceiling late growth. It definitely can be. And then yes, the more I'm thinking about it, like I did first pick a freaking pet broker. Like my opening pack of Ox was pretty bad. The rest of the draft was pretty nice at least. Like I built up a decent hand, but in a late growth game, Zizak has just played field watchman cultivator and just done good things with good cards. And I was kind of planning this game with slightly more actions and trying to get leverage out of a lot of like mediocre occupations. But trying to get value out of a bunch of mediocre occupations is a game plan that works much better in like early growth where there's lots of actions and the board gets kind of bad. But, you know, late growth meant that the board often was pretty rich. Base boards meant that, you know, there's extra resource injection too. So like people growing and stuff were growing with 4 wood, which is better than a lot of other miners. So all of that kind of somewhat negates the idea of playing a bunch of kind of mediocre occupations for value. So that doesn't help anything either. But whatever. Reno has been left open. I think I am just renovating. The real question is if I'm renovating with the hearth or if I'm renovating newly plowed field and just getting rid of obligations. I do see that heroic logic. I'll get to that. The hearth is like how much food is an action. It's really only like a little food. Well, unless I play another Ock. If I play another Ock, it's also a bit of food. Actually, it's really not that much food. I can just play like I can just play Consultant as a food action. Alright, I've talked myself into that. It's not actually food. So I should just play Newly Plowed Field because it's a requirement, and I'm not actually building a stone room. And I can generate food elsewhere. Alright, heroic logic. Hello, hello. Alright, Loki. Yeah, it's time. Yeah, you've been so cute sitting in the sun over there. Yeah, you've been a good boy. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Get on screen. Oh yeah, you're in a very sunny spot, so you're just showing up weird. Good boy. Yeah. From heroic logic. Wall on the floor. Alright, there we go. Alright, this endgame calcs are apparently hard for everybody because the endgame here is the endgame's pretty slow, but I was slow for a while too, so it's fine. Zach's the only one that was cruising still because his position's been easy. Cubert probably is supposed to fence though. Like I guess nobody's fence blocking him, but again, this delay on fences from Cubert's very interesting. Like also it isn't Cubert probably is opening plow so still with mole plow you'd think, but I wouldn't mind mole plow, but I think I'm just blocking family growth without from Zizak. Again, I'm pretty sure Zizak just has me beat, but if I'm dreaming of beating Zizak, I think I have to block family growth on Zizak. I don't really have a lot of points in the final round either, which is a slight problem. A stock protector from Cubert, that's baffling. He's gonna fence plus plow so? Oh, he can't fence. Fence was blocked. Okay, duh. So sorry, that's me being silly. So he's playing stock protector so he can guarantee not getting fence blocked, and so that he can guarantee plow so. That's interesting. It looks like a joinery here coming. Is it worth taking another veg grain for so? You should stop listening to the stream commentary. Yeah, you should stop listening to stream commentary. So the one slightly awkward thing here is I'm actually 1 food short at the moment. I'm one food short at the moment of getting through this harvest and breeding everything, which is kind of actually a big problem. Um, like, I guess this is where I could just hearth as a one food option. I could just take this pig as a two food option, and then nobody gets a pair of pigs. But yeah, I think I kind of have to take a food move and breed all my animals rather than taking veg and trying to set up for better sow, which like taking food and setting up, trying to take stuff and setting up for a better sow is good, but I think I'm trying to get sow anyhow. Who's taking sow on me next round is like a fair question. It's not clear anybody's actually going to sow, so like I might be able to take family growth and then like take veg and then sow next round. I think I'm taking this pig and just being lame and eating it. My food's a little weak here at the end. Partly because I never got that hearth. But, oh well, we made a decent farm. We did decent things. We did some okay stuff. But yeah, it's not winning. But purple made just for the bake, but you doubt they open with it. I'm going to assume purple does not take so bake even for the bake action. Like, they could, but it's like they also have a million pigs to just eat, but who knows what other players do. It looks like nobody's really going to care about sewing, but I guess maybe purple still does, but I feel like purple hopefully has better things, but wouldn't purple rather buy a clay oven to get a bake? I mean, they're also going to like renovate with a joinery, so they're going to have some food from joinery, they have some food from a million pigs, but again, hell if I know what other people are going to do. I definitely could use a lot of food. Aking Consultant as a food move is definitely a thing I might do this round. I family growth. I take some crops. I try to sow. I mean, I have 4 actions and not a hell of a lot to do. I can play fishing net for a point, but I have lots of 1-point moves. Lots of 1-point moves. Plowing is also 2 points, but I'm assuming purple. Well, I guess why is purple plow? Purple is actually family growing, right? Or is purple? No, purple might reno joinery. Uh, it's not a veg point, Ace of Spade. They have no room to sow. Like, it does not make a lot of sense for purple to sow. They definitely can. It just doesn't actually like. Purple's ideal round does not include sowing. It shouldn't. They might take it anyhow because that's just how things go, and it's not like a crazy move. But it's definitely not the correct move for purple in any which way I can view it. I guess. Oh, you're thinking they're gonna plow, but the field phase hadn't happened yet. Yeah, they, yeah, no, yeah, they. I mean, purple, I guess, could plow and then try to wheel sow here. That's an option. I think purple's gonna reno with the joinery. Um, I mean, Zizak. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Again, who really knows for sure? But oh wow, Kubert's not taking plow sow. Wait a sec. What? Okay, he undoes. I was like, that's gotta be wrong. Kubert definitely is supposed to fence small and then jump to plow sow. That's the whole point of stock protector here, right? Like, I guess maybe I was supposed to leave 2 pigs to tempt Kubert to take the pigs instead of plow sow. That's actually an interesting argument. Oh wow, actually, yeah. Well, wait, no, yeah, okay, no, he's doing it as supposed to. He still should take plow sow over 2 pigs anyhow. So I think I did the right. Wow, he's taking the pig anyhow, and hoping to wheel plow. Okay, well this is all sorts of unexpected. Okay, so purple takes plow sow here probably, and then I guess I still block grow, but Hubert not taking plow sow is baffling. If you're gonna take the pig, you should fence big. I don't understand what this is. The logic is plow is only 1 point worse than plow sow. I guess, but also who's taking a single pig? Yeah, exactly. Nobody wanted a single pig there. Like, I mean, I guess Zach eventually, maybe, but like Zach cares about Reno and cares about cow. He doesn't care about single pig. Yeah, that's a weird sequence from Kubert. Definitely not the right move. Like, definitely he's supposed to plow sow. Kubert's food is still not that good either. Like, Kubert wants to like sow a veg and more grain, like for food, but it's all good. You'll call the most likely explanations not knowing any move is okay after stock and conflating with lasso. That's possible. That's an interesting thought, Lumen. Thinking that he had to take an animal? That might be. Because otherwise, yeah, I mean, taking Plasso is clearly the best move there, but... It doesn't explain the refence. Yeah, that's actually a good point, though, Deranged. You're right. They originally fenced big and then decided to fence smaller, but then still decided to take the pig? Well, no, it still kind of does explain it, right? Because they thought they would get plowback. I mean, and to be fair, they are going to get plowback. I don't care about taking plow here. I care about blocking Zizak on family growth without. I mean, it's not just blocking Zizak, actually, I guess, too. Kubert's at 39. Like, I don't have a clear second place locked up at all yet, so... I gotta be careful. Anyhow. Purple chose to risk not getting the Reno they want, though. Yeah, Purple's not getting the Reno they want. Zizak is going to just scoop a... Oh, he can't even scoop and improve. Oh, no, he could scoop a clay oven. That's kind of gross. Yeah, Zizak gets to Reno clay oven here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for Zizak, actually. I forgot he's getting Reno clay oven because this guy did not Reno joinery like I hoped. So, all sorts of sadness here. All sorts of sadness. Hubert does get his plow back. I am left with, yeah, trying to take veg and then sow. It looks like, yeah, take veg, then take sow, and then do a food move. Veg, sow, food move. That should go through. Well, God, Hubert could sow. Oh, dang it. I forgot this, though. Hubert not taking plow sow actually does frick. That changes my math. Garbage. I probably don't get sow back. Oh, that sucks. Gosh. Unless Kubert has a hidden constable? Yeah, unless Kubert has a hidden constable, I don't see... I don't see how things are gonna work. Oh, Kubert. I really wanted you to take plow, so... Yikes. I think I still have to take a veg here, unfortunately, and try to sow it. Remind me why we don't sow this move, because sow is a 1.1 food move. I can sowing director. I could sowing director. That's an interesting thought. Sowing director is only... Sowing director is pretty bad, though, too, right? Like, it's only marginally better than just sowing right now. Anyhow, yes, sowing right now is not that good for me. Like, it's only particularly good if I take a veg first. I mean, admittedly, I don't know what I'm really thinking about this hard. There's not a lot I can do here. Like, unfortunately, my game is just... It looks like I am actually going to take last here, probably. Like, I don't have a lot of good points. This endgame's not breaking great. Okay, so assuming that Cupid does so, what is the action? Like, what can I do for points? How do I feed and how do I score? And the answer is not at all clear. Cubert's taking clay unless they want to block. Oh, they have a pottery. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, all right. We try to greed the soul. Whatever. We just try what we can. Also, who knows what's Zach? Well, no, Zach's taking the cow Dahlia. I mean, Zach has this game won. Zach has a cool game. Zach probably takes a grain for a point at some point this round. You know, gets another field in the ground. Hubert does take the clay. Duh, he has a pottery. Yep. Oh, and clay deposit. Pottery and clay deposit, and then can eat a clay. That's a cool move. That's pretty cool from Hubert. So Hubert's ending the game at 44. Yeah. Oh wait, no. He eats a clay. He eats a sheep. He does eat a veg. So he ends the game at 43. Can I get 43? Sowing gets me 2 points. That's 41. I breed to 43. And then I lose resource tiebreak. And in order for me to feed, I still have to find 2 more food, which is like Ak Consultant, but that's not enough extra. It's not enough extra stuff to actually net a point. I could try to take grain and then sow. Does that ever work? Grain and then sow takes me to a scenario where I eat a pig and 2 veg, and then I breed 2 to 39, and I get that still is actually only 43 points. Yeah, ugh, just slightly short on food here too. Just not quite the game for me. Oh, where did we go astray, team? What did we do wrong? Or is it, we just played with a bunch of strong players and we first pick a pet broker and we lost? It could just be that. Could just be that. Get 44? How do I get 44, Gray? Explain to me. If I take a grain and I sow all my crops, I have to eat. Yeah, I need 9 food. Yeah. It's not a great ceiling and not a very maxed animal teacher. Yeah, I mean that's ultimately completely agreed. My farm's missing a lot of stuff that I wanted to be at. So I mean I didn't fully complete the game plan, admittedly. So that's also not great. I mean this animal teacher, yeah, also like really not utilized, right? Like didn't really get to play all my ox, but it's a late part of it again is a late growth game. I have a hand that can generate food and can generate wood. And unfortunately, we wound up in a game with a ton of food, and we wound up in a game with a ton of wood because of baseboards. So a lot of the advantages I drafted for didn't really matter. So it happens. I probably should take this grain and greed this sow. I mean, purple could block me, but purple should take wood. Yeah, purple should take wood. Purple can eat an extra pig and a wood and something. All right. Let's just greed it all the way. It still only gets us to 43, but well, is that actually, I should just sow now, and then I should just Ak for food. No point in greeting that grain move. Whoops, I need to sow everything, though. I am being so sloppy. Sorry, everybody watching. So sloppy. All right. Okay, well, yeah. Consultant is 44? I don't think Consultant is 44, right? That's what I was trying to math earlier, but it's not enough food, right? I play. Oh wait, I forgot Animal Teacher. Oh, I forgot Animal Teacher. If I get cheap Ak, I forgot Animal Teacher in the math. Oh yeah. No, actually, Consultant does take me to 44. Why is Consultant better than just taking 2 sheep? Because of Animal Teacher. Animal Teacher. That extra food matters. The 1 extra food matters here. All right. Does purple hit 44 is another question. Purple takes wood here and hits 44, but is not fully fed, so purple will also be at 43. All right, purple should take 4 wood. I get to Ak, and I think I eke second by the skin of my teeth. But yeah, ultimately, this game was Zach's gonna have a pretty dang good win here with this massive beer keg field watchman stuff. But hey, Zach, sorry for the like crazy slowness here at the end. I keep thinking, and apparently, Cubert and Purple also need to keep thinking. Uh, Game really dragged here at the end, but oh no, is this? Oh wait, crap, is this? Oh wait, no, this is worse than wood for Purple, right? Or maybe it's the same. Late growth field watchman beer keg too good. Yeah, that's basically what I was just saying as a conclusion. Also, um, don't my hand like as I also said like honestly the baseboards passing around turns out to not be particularly good for me. Um, because like my hand could have generated wood. It also can generate tons of food. Like my hand really is like kind of a bit more for other stuff, but it's definitely worse. You think the game goes worse for me in early growth? It's possible. It's fine, but incredibly slow. You just don't have to think too much with this hand, just plow and sow. No, I mean, you had to think a little, but also, like, yeah, we were really slow at points this game. Like, some of this endgame calcs from people were remarkably slow. I mean, I was definitely slow, which happens, but yikes. Like, I mean, yeah, we were all slow thinkers, which was a bit wild. I mean, I also was thrown for a bit of a loop. No, sheep is definitely worse. Oh, you're replying to that. Yeah, I mean, sheep was definitely worse. Yeah, completely agreed. Oh, I also get to harvest an extra grain with Scythe Worker. Oh my god, team. I had one extra food this whole time. I totally forgot about the Scythe Worker actually getting played, but Scythe Worker meant that I had 2 grain to eat. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot about that. I don't think it even matters. Wait, no, it totally did matter, I think. Oh, you counted it. It is exact. Oh, sorry, I didn't count it. Okay, but you did count it. Yeah, it definitely is exact. I can eat 2 grain, I eat a pig and a sheep, and then I breed, and I still do hit. I will hit 44, which I think gets me second here. But yeah, skin in my teeth, like yikes. Anyhow, um, yeah, what an interesting game. Anyhow, yeah, hey Cubert, good game, crazy. I thought you were taking Placeau. Why? Like, I'm very surprised that you I'm surprised you took this pig. I think this pig is wrong. You're supposed to jump to Plauso. You get that pig back almost certainly, and you never get Plauso back. I mean, I guess you got plow back, so like it kind of worked, but the sow is like the point that you're missing here. Like, and then I wasn't sure what purple was gonna do, but yeah, I like that was well. I thought purple was gonna Reno joinery, which I guess to be fair, like maybe this was the only sequence where I get second. I was still stupidly occasionally hoping that we were going to somehow stop Zach, but that was never happening, so whatever. You forgot it wasn't lasso. You thought you had to take animals. Oh my god, Lumen, you called it right. Lumen with the soul read indeed. Lumen called it. Well done. Okay, anyhow, yeah, Cubert, yeah, Stock Protector lets you jump anywhere, so you could have jumped to Placeau there. That's what I thought you were doing. But anyhow, yeah, well done, Lumen, on the conflating it call. That's wild. All right, purple is taking a long time even on feeding here. This is trivial, buddy. Come on, let's go. Let's go. That makes it not a terrible move to play it. Yeah, correct. It made it not like that's what I thought. You the whole like when you played it, I was like, oh, it's maybe fine. Just a terrible move not to use it. It's fine. Did that mistake last time you played against Lumen? Oh wow. Okay, so this is so Lumen's partly speaking from experience here. He knows that players mess it up slightly. I see. That's funny. Oh well. Anyhow, all right, purple. Eat your resources. Do it. Hit confirm. No chance you remembered that. Gotcha. Anyhow, yeah, that's interesting. All right. Purple's almost fed. I now need to eat, 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 eat. Boom. We fed. Do not think you noticed it. Just you risking fence because you wanted to grow or plus, so don't really remember. Gotcha. All right. I ate stuff. We breed 3 points. We hit 44. Cubert has no extra points coming. Purple is breeding only 1 point. Wow, purple only made it to 42.
Taking sheep was definitely wrong for purple, though. They were definitely supposed to take 4 wood. So that's nice of them. I guess it didn't really matter. Purple had last regardless, but... Alright, I'm happy to sneak away with second after all this, so whatever. 1 food shy of the 3rd veg. Yeah, I noticed you were just shy of what you needed to be, right? Yeah, like... It was a very tight game here at the back end to figure out who was taking what, but I'm happy to at least eke the second. Congrats to Zach on the win. Yeah, sorry sorry for the disparity in time. Oh my god. All of us at 30-minute games, Zach at 10 minutes. Oh, it happens, but yeah. I mean, I'm not great at being fast while streaming, but usually other players are more like 20 minutes. But we all had to think at the end. It happens. It's fine. Ate a lot of food from sheep. Not a lot else to note this game. I think my breeding sheep thing was cute, but not that strong ultimately in a game that had so much food. If the game was more food tight, me breeding these sheep and having access to the early sheep turns out better, but that didn't really occur. Again, generating all this, like, this animal teacher, like, barely, like, it was still good, but the animal teacher can be so much stronger when you actually have, like, good ox and want to be ocking a bunch earlier, but all my stuff came so late. Things are just slow here. Growing 3rd in a late growth game is much slower. I did get the fence a lot earlier because of it. That part, again, was nice, but gotta wonder what happens if, yeah, slight other stuff occurs, but, I also could have pushed rooms maybe a little harder instead of setting up the fireplace stuff. Maybe I should have pushed the fireplace for later and pushed the breeding sheep for later. But I don't know. Also, I mean, field watchman, cultivator, beer keg, like, again, Zach has a hand here where he barely has to play cards and they're strong enough to just win. This is a little bit like a bunch of childless wins I got in the past too. Like, you only need 1 or 2 good ox in a late growth game to just leverage for a win, and it's a little bit of what Zach did here. He took good actions, had great ox. He got to just set up really strong farming in a late growth game, and that's what wins a late growth game. So most of the slowness happened at the end. Yeah, the slowness mostly was at the end. Was crazy. Fancy a game of space base. No, I'm sorry. I can't. I literally can't accept anything else. I really should head off in like 2 minutes. My partner got home already after work, and we should go eat and stuff. So it's already. This was a much longer stream than I thought. So that's the first time in forever that you SP first move in stage 1. Sorry about that. I mean, it's fine. You needed to, but yeah, that was also a little unfortunate, right? Like. I mean, but whatever, it happens. But yeah, like, I always dream that I'm gonna like stay start player or be second longer than I actually am. And admittedly, that let Kubert build first room in 4, and then it wound up that purple actually had the ability to build the next room. Maybe I'm supposed to start player to build the second room. The fact that these 2 players didn't fight for start player in round 5 also like mildly unfortunate for me. If they fight a little more for growth, it slows them down and means the board accumulates a bit more behind them. I have miners I'm happy to start player with, but I couldn't build a room yet, so that's a little sad too, but that happens. No need to apologize for winning and hurting the second place player. I mean, yeah, there's a little bit of that too, right? Like, it turns out that, yeah, like, whatever you did there was fine, so your miners were bad. I agree. You're probably not supposed to start player in round 5. It's probably the right call, and it definitely worked out for you. I'm saying that it's a little sad in my world, because if I was allowed to build a room in round 5, I'm start playering. I have cards I'm happy to play. I was happy to play Clubhouse and Milk Jug, and I would have been happy to get a horse-drawn boat down this game and maybe get a fishing net down. Like, I have miners that are fine to play. Not incredible, but fine. The board was jacked, I agree. Maybe you should have played it on Major because you grew 4th because of it, but at the same time you want SP because high chance you get 4 wood. Yeah, and I mean, you did get 4 wood, and so that's quite valuable. But that is an interesting call, Zach. You're right. If you choose to major minor the beer keg, it's possible you grow second, because I might squat first growth for you, and I'd grow first and you'd grow second. But it's really hard to see that dynamic in round 3 or whatever when you're making that call, so, like, meh. Anyhow, thanks all for the game. It was a good time. But yeah, I should head off, and actually spend time with my partner and all that stuff. So thanks all. Next time I'm streaming is probably, I actually don't know, maybe Saturday or Sunday. We'll see. Still want to do some Terra Mystica and stuff. I do want to get this WBC video through the ages review out with AJ. We're working on recording that and then getting that out, so that'll be cool for people that care about through the ages. It should be a really cool talk with him, deep diving that final game. So that'll be neat. But yeah, that's all I know for now. So see everybody around later. Thanks all.